Well, this is take 3. So, today, guys, I wanted to sit down and kind of just talk to you guys about what I have going on. I've been catching fish on a provoke. I know you guys have seen all the YouTube videos, all the Instagram posts, things like that. I kind of just want to tell you guys how I've been working it, what I've been doing, the colors I've been using, and kind of like what I plan on moving forward doing, because things are changing, the water's changing, and I have to figure something else out. So, start the video off with, guys, I was throwing the Live Shiner color. This is a great jerkbait by 6 Cents Fishing. This is the Provoke jerkbait. And a little backstory. So to start with, we was fishing a small tournament. Me, Nathan, Captain Lee, Captain Lou, and everybody kind of just fishing for fun, small tournament and things like that. I pull up to a spot and I caught 10 fish and about 15 casts, all on this jerkbait right here, guys. So this thing put in a ton of work, and as you guys can see, there's a bunch of bite marks on this thing. There's, scales missing off of it, things like that. And this thing absolutely put in work for probably about a good solid week or so, I'd say. I was continuously catching fish on this thing. They loved it until they didn't. So one morning we go out and we actually caught about 10 fish the afternoon prior, and they loved it, right? Next morning we go out, they hated it. Boat next to us, gentleman in the boat, probably caught 25 bass to our 5 throwing this, and he was throwing a different color jerkbait. So that gentleman, I couldn't really tell what he was throwing. He was about 25 to 30 yards from us, and he was throwing, it looked to me like a shad color jerkbait. So he kept getting bites, he kept getting fish, and we wasn't. Needless to say, we ended the day and probably only, we boated less than 10 fish, I'd say, while that gentleman caught all the fish next to us. So went home, regrouped, kind of thought about what I wanted to tie on, and had to go look at all my jerk baits. And what's great is 6 Cents Fishing offers a great box. We call it the jerkbait chamber, and it literally is specifically for your jerk baits. And as you guys can see, this thing here is phenomenal. So it was easy for me to just open it up and check out the jerkbait that I wanted to tie on. So in that sense, I kind of went through, skimmed, and found the threadfin shad color Provoke, which I have right here. Now this Provoke here has caught just as many fish as the Live Shiner ever since I tied it on. So the morning after that, after we got our butts kicked by this old man, went out, I had the threadfin shad Provoke tied on. Well, if you guys have watched the last video, you'll see I caught about a 5-pounder, and then 2 casts later caught another 5-pounder. The cast that followed that one, I caught a almost 10-pounder. She was 9.10 on the scale, and she ate the Provoke jerkbait. So we was still catching fish on the jerkbait. And what's going on is we have this running water, and these bass, they like to stage on the outside of this running water. So they'll sit on the grass lines on the outside if you have water running through on the inside. So this bass and the others were staged up on this like really nice grass line and maybe like 2 foot of water on the outside of about 15 foot of water. Just a big shelf just drops off because it's in a canal. And they was eating bait fish like they've been doing for weeks now, coming through the area. And this was really, really early in the morning. So caught that fish, everything was great, and we continued to catch fish on jerkbaits in that running water for a while. Well, one afternoon, me and my buddy Nate, we got together and we went to a different canal, same lake, just different canal, and still was throwing the threadfin shad jerkbait. Well, we caught a bunch of fish. I think we ended that day with like a 25-pound bag and probably close to 30 bass in the boat. Great day. But halfway through that said trip, I busted the tail on my Provoke. This is completely my fault. I went to go side cast it, and it hit like a really hard, they have buoys, like a cable where we was fishing at, hit those buoys connected to the cable, busted off. Completely my fault. So that jerkbait, out the window. So I had to figure something else out. Well, in the meantime, my buddy Nate has a Provoke tied on, but his is in the Ghost Pro Shad color, which of course I didn't have one. So he's catching fish and catching fish and catching fish. They're loving his, like they was loving my threadfin shad. We was having a ball up until that point. So the color I tied on, they ended up not liking it as much. I caught a few fish. He ended up catching all the rest of them. But the crazy part is, went home that afternoon and realized I had a 6th Sense package in my shed I had not opened yet. Some stuff I had ordered. Well, come to find out that I had the Ghost Pro shad in the shed in the box.
Got him! Got him!
So, tied it on, been catching fish with it. It's been great. Life's been great. Well, water has since stopped running, and now we have to figure something out completely different. And really, guys, I mean, it's going to be my basics and my go-tos. It's not like I'm, you know, afraid of trying to figure out what's going on, because it's nothing new to me. We're going to go back to punching and flipping. We're going to be throwing a prawn, punching and flipping. Got a tournament May 7th, so got to kind of figure out what's going on. I'm going to be fishing back more in Kissimmee instead of Cypress. I was in Cypress because all this running water, so we're going back to Kissimmee. Going to be getting a lot of videos from there. Kissimmee bass are just built different, straight up. Can't wait to get back on those. So, can't wait for you guys to see kind of like all of the things I have going on. Got some peacock trips booked in May, going on vacation in May. So I'm going on a cruise, and you're going to have about a week with no content. So I'm going to try to give you guys some stuff to hold you over until I get back. And then those peacock trips will be coming up. That's about it, guys. I got some cool stuff coming in June or July if everything works out. I'm not going to get it too far into that. Kind of want to see what happens. But other than that, I really hope you guys appreciate the info I've given you. Kind of the insights. Hope you guys like what you see. If you have, make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a question in the comment section below. I'll try to answer it as fast as I can for you guys. This is Florida fishing, man. This is all I do. This is all I'm about. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys watching the content if you've watched it this far. Really hope the video worked out, because this is take 3. But I'll see you next time. Peace.